Hello, I'm Kate Knowles and I'm an oil painter. I didn't start life as an oil painter. I was an ICU nurse for decades. So in this exhibition, I have a different perspective. Over the last year and a half, I've not only been working, but also painting. I haven't really been able to paint with any degree of emotional intent or expression, because those emotions have been controlled in order to work in intensive care and all that entails. These two paintings beside me are called Emotional Drift, and they express eventually and finally the many emotions that I felt and I have seen in the eyes of other people in supermarkets and work. And finally, I felt that this was the communication of the emotions over the last year and a half and part of my collective thought. While I am in transition in terms of career to become a full-time artist this year, I had to resolve how I would express that time as a nurse in the context of COVID-19. And I have a piece which is simply called Nurse. It's not just a noun, it's also a verb. So it's descriptive, but it's also a salutation to my many colleagues in intensive care over the decades. And I just felt that I needed to express that painting. And the fourth piece is an overview of time. Florence Nightingale would have not just been a nurse, but she was also a statistician. And she would have created a statistical means which was called the coxcomb. Nightingale saved lives with those statistics. And it was all about infection control and hygiene and keeping people safe. The image that you will see in this painting is to the left is an impression of the coxcomb graph, and then there is an iPad and there is a nurse who appears to be anonymous but present in a hazmat suit. And the lamp at the back has probably got a low energy LED bulb in it now rather than the candle or whatever of Nightingale's time. But I think it expresses an historical path and consistency that the nurse has always been around, and we will always be there in times of trouble. And this is a resolution and a thank you and a very fond farewell to my profession in order to move on to the next one.